Hello, so I'm Vidushi again, and here we are studying chapter number 2 of class 10, Polynomials. First question first, why we are studying polynomials? Like, why is it there in our NCRT? So let's say you are in a fair, and who don't love to do this roller coaster ride, to have this roller coaster ride. I wonder, but you guys are so cool. So I'm gonna ask you, like, can you design a roller coaster ride for me? So, these curves will be there in a roller coaster. And remember, if we are using curves anywhere in mathematics, we are requiring polynomials because, polynomials is just there because curves are there to understand curves. That's why in polynomials, when you draw this curve on a graph like this, when you draw this curve on a graph, it is known as a parabola. What it's called? Parabola. Sounds so cool, right? In 5 minutes, this chapter will be completed. So please bear with me. Yeah. Number one, what is a polynomial? Polynomials are used to identify curves. Number two, how do I represent polynomials in mathematics? So we're going to represent by using like this. Ax square plus bx plus c, where a is coefficient of x square, b is coefficient of x, and c is my constant. And equals to sign is always there. Therefore, this is known as a polynomial equation because we are having LHS, we are having RHS. And what does coefficient mean, you might ask? Because of course, this is the everything, this is gonna cover everything, no prior knowledge of concepts required. So coefficient mean what? Coefficient mean, let's say this is my variable. Variable mean any alphabet can be there. Let's say this is x and I'm holding hand of x. So anything that is attached to the variable is known as coefficient. Coefficient meaning friend. X square is my variable because let's say x will be a variable and a here you will see like a and x both are both variables. What if I write it like this? I'm gonna write it 5x square plus 6x plus c. Okay, not c, 2. This is how your equation will be. So x is my variable and x square is holding hands of 5. So 5 is equals to 8. That is my coefficient. It is known as coefficient of x square. X is coefficient of x and coefficient of x is 6 because it is there. And last constant meaning only number is there, no alphabet. So 2. What is my coefficient of 2? 0 because we are not having any variable here. Variable is only having coefficient, right? So I'm going to write 0. Next question. Third, what is degree of polynomial? Because this is so weird question that I'm always asked in examination MCQs, you see. So degree meaning the highest power of variable we are having. This is known as degree. That is, if highest power is 1, linear polynomial. If highest power is 2, it is known as quadratic polynomial. If highest power is 3, you guessed it right, it is cubic polynomial. For this case, let's say this is our equation and the highest power of variable, that is x, is 2. So it is known as, which one? You guessed it right, quadratic polynomial. Done. Second, this is a parabola. This is how we're gonna, represent equation in a graphical format. This parabola, like how many zeros parabola is having? This is my first assignment, entirely is first assignment, which is asked in MCQs, 1 mark question. So we're going to see x-axis. X-axis, how many times this graph is getting cut by x-axis? These are number of zeros we are having. Let's say here we are getting cut 1 and 2. So 2 is my answer. Let's assume one more example. Let's say this is my x-axis, this is my y-axis, and my graph is cutting like this. Hypothetically. So x-axis is getting cut, 1, 2, 3. 3 times x-axis is getting cut. So my answer is 3. So how many times x-axis is getting cut by parabola? A parabola is getting cut by x-axis. This is known as number of zeros of parabola. First assignment, done. If you want detailed video, like all the questions and examples, click on the next video. Here. In second assignment, we are having only these formulas and our second assignment will be completed. Sum of zeros minus b upon a. This is what we got to learn. Product of zeros, c upon a. Easy. Second, If we are having three values, only one example is there as per this. Highest power is 3. I'll explain what is it. So this is alpha plus beta plus gamma equals to minus b upon a. Alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is equals to c upon a. And alpha beta gamma is equals to minus g upon a. If you want a detail of this thing, example number 5, next video. And we will see this middle term split. So middle term split, let me see, is what's time? Okay, you know what? We're gonna cover this in our video with one question. Okay, with one question is given on a second assignment. We're gonna do that and cover this too. Recap. All these things, polynomials, real life usage, it is gonna be used to make slides wherever curves are there. Number 2, what is a parabola? Parabola is just a representation of polynomials on a graph. Number 3, how do we represent polynomials in a form of equation? What is my equation? Equation is ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0. What is coefficient? Coefficient is whatever variable we are having. What's variable? Variable is any alphabet. With alphabet, if we are having any number that is with the variable, this is known as coefficient. Example, let's say we are having minus 5x square. X square is variable. Coefficient is minus 5, not 5. Next, let's say we are having 6x. So x coefficient is 6. Answer. Let's say we are having 5a or 5b. 5a, 5b. In this case, a is my variable because it's an alphabet. So 5 is my coefficient, right? This is it. Next, how many times this parabola is getting cut by x-axis? This is known as number of zeros. Quick revision, everything done. Just exercise and detailed video, next one. See you in next video, my heart. Bye-bye.